It took a really long time to tape all this off. I had this double-sided tape that was for fabric, and I did a little test section and it came off, so I thought that everything was okay. Later on you'll be able to see that it did actually take some of the purple background paint off, and it didn't fully keep the paint from bleeding through, so I ended up having to go back and repaint a lot of the purple, but it did end up saving me a lot of time in the long run, so I am glad that I took the few hours of tedious work that it took me to do it. This has been a pretty fun experience for me because I haven't really mixed paints in a really long time, and I was never very good with it. So it's been a lot of trial and error. And those other shoes I made before, they were with Posca markers, so it wasn't really any mixing myself. It was all already done for me. So I'm kind of wasting a lot of paint, but I feel like I'm getting a fair amount out of it, so I'm okay with a little bit of waste. So this is where I realized that I had messed up, because right here, as you'll see, is where some paint came off. Bam. So at this point I stopped recording, pull everything off, and then I realized a bunch of stuff had bled through. So right here, I took care of it, cleaned it all up, and then I was like, all right, well there's a good product, finally. But it all worked out, so. I have the perfect faces to start off with. Usopp scaring Sugar to free the citizens under Doflamingo, so all the toys come back to being human. I did that little sketch off camera and then kind of tried to line it up on some pieces I had for when I taped everything off. Worked out pretty well, a little bit better than the Luffy one. The Luffy one I tried to really go along with the outline, and I ended up getting a lot of the features wrong, and somehow this one just really turned out well. I also didn't want to watch paint dry, so I started to think up another one. And so another favorite face of mine was when Luffy fought Enel in the Sky Island arc, which was absolutely hilarious when he got, really schooled by Luffy, and the look on his face was absolutely priceless. Also, yes, that is a pen I'm using to do my sketching. It was a really weird habit I picked up back in college. I had a professor who made us use pens to do sketching and stuff like that, and it just really turns out well, especially when you're going to paint over it and you can't see your lines anyway, so. finally my favorite stage, the line work, where it all comes together. You know, you can cover up the edges where color meets color and it's a little weird, so it just sharpens up everything and then it really pops. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been a lot of fun so far, and I really love how this section turned out. I have a long ways to go, and then I have a whole nother boot to do, so why did I do this to myself? I don't really know.